What's up, everybody? Great to see you. Happy Saturday. I'm feeling good. I slept like 12 hours last night. I'm starting to feel like my old self again after after a strange medical injury. But yeah, it's great to see everybody. I'm Stefan for everybody new. I'm here with Indy. You want to say hi, Indy? Come here. Come say hi. And this is Indy's show, as many of you know. I'm just here in an observational capacity. So I actually, you know what? I'm like a non-violent son of Sam. I channel all my thoughts through Indy. Indy just tells me what to do, but he tells me to do really boring stuff. Like, I know Son of Sam said that his dog told him to kill people. Indy just like tells me to all right, this was a joke that failed. So I thought I had something, but you guys know what I'm saying. Come here. Where are you? Okay. So yeah, it's great to see everybody. And yeah, let's do some readings today. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better. I was in the throes of a moral quandary when I got here because I'm on antibiotics, and I know you're not supposed to drink. But I did get a cider, so I'm fucked. I'm totally fucked. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm here at Back Bar, and yeah, let's see what messages Indy has for us to channel. Hi. Hello. Did you get my voice note about Romania? Did you get my voice note? Tell her yes. You don't even need to ask me. Like, hey, can we go? Or we should go. Just say we are going. Okay. You know, I think I look vaguely more Romanian than Swedish, so it should be fine. And I think my jaw isn't as swollen. Ooh, camping? I would love to go camping. Damn. I wonder what it'd be like to go camping in Romania. I think that's like a really haunted place. Indy looks nervous in the thumbnail. I don't even know what the thumbnail is. Really? Oh, Amanda, that sounds great. I actually think I might be a little Romanian. Greetings from Brazil. Como vai? Como vai? Amanda, how do you get to Romania? Can you take a train, or do you have to take a flight? Camping in Romania sounds scary. You know, I've done so much camping and backpacking, like multiple day backpacking camping trips. I think Romanian camping does sound a little scary, but if we have them two who live there, I'm sure we'll be okay. So. Oh, guys, please, everybody. Hey, Marty. Guys, please wish my beautiful, sexy, intelligent girlfriend, Amanda, happy birthday. It was just her birthday. And I know she hates getting happy birthdays, but please wish my moderator, Amanda, happy birthday. She just turned 187 years old. Okay, you know what? We should train. We should do a train. All right, we'll talk about it later. I was hoping you said we could take a train, because that would be so fun. It's probably a nice train, too. Like, I bet there's like a cabin we could sleep in on the train. Hey, Sumida, can you be welcomed by me? Welcome. You're so welcomed here. Hey, Lillian. So yeah, it's great to see everybody. For everybody who didn't know, I I was lucky enough to stay in the most expensive hotel here in Hudson this week. It's called Columbia County Emergency Room. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. They have great beds, but they really get you on the spot treatments like CAT scans and intravenous drips. So Johanna, I'm not really great person to ask about sleeping because I have insomnia, and so does Amanda actually. I don't ever sleep well. So, you know, Marty, you know what I was thinking today? Marty, I'm gonna make you a moderator. Just because I feel like you've earned it. So, and Marty, you know me pretty well. You know I don't have to go through the White Dog Army rulebook. You know I don't like to block people. You know that. You know I like to give people redemption. So, unless people are being like overtly racist, harassing someone else in the chat, or just like taking up way too much fucking oxygen, then we block people. But hey Tiffany, great to see you. I can't do backflips. You know, I have a lot of really impressive, well, I don't know about really impressive skills. Like I can do one-arm push-ups. I can, you know, I even once touched someone's nose remotely from all the way in Norway, but I've never been able to do backflips. I do have impressive skills. Oh, thank you, Megadon. Can you have a shout out if you like and subscribe? What is this, like a quid pro quo, Dominic? I would, you know what, clearly you're new. I'll make you a deal. I'll just say hi to you. I could care less if you subscribe. But it's nice to meet you, man. So why don't I believe Christ is king? That's a little presumptuous. So why do you believe Christ is king? I don't believe in kings. I do believe he was a very good person. And I believe people weaponize his beliefs against others, which is not what he wanted. I do believe that. Hey, Reckless, I'm not, man, I apologize, but I do appreciate your interest. No, I'm not an atheist. I don't know what I am. I would say I'm more of like a pluralist, a free-thinking pluralist. You know, I think a lot of ideas and belief systems can overlap. I mean, how could they not, you know? I mean, I'll definitely say that I think I've accidentally connected, really without even trying the most, to a lot of Buddhist principles, just purely by how much pain and suffering I've had to endure over the course of my life. And as many of you know, or don't, I mean, one of the pillars of Buddhism is enlightenment through suffering and isolation. So, but I also just try to take more of like a humanistic approach, you know, which is trying to be a good person and, you know, make choices that I feel like have integrity. And I think the more we can, I think just live every day doing things that feel right to us and are truthful. I think the more like the more like myself I feel. So, I mean, I remember like in my early 20s when I was like a fucking hurricane. You know, every time I did something shitty, I just kind of felt like farther and farther away from who I was. So, and yet for everybody new, I'm Stefan, and you want to say hi? And that's Indy. Lamborghini or Cybertruck? I would say a wild horse. I look like a Power Ranger who grew up. That's hilarious. What generation? Like the earliest Power Rangers? Or what color am I? Which ranger am I? Am I the Yellow Ranger, the tiny Asian woman? I don't, Axel Gray, but I do appreciate your interest. The pink zesty one. Where should a gal go to find the best energy? You want to run away so bad, Lillian? What do you want to run away from? You know, Lillian, realizing that a place is not right for you and maybe you've outgrown it is different than running away, because that implies that you have problems that you haven't resolved. Hey, not you. I don't know if you have problems you haven't resolved, but... Oh, thanks for the super chat. Hey, come here. Come here, sorry. No, you're not interrupting anything, but...
What are you live streaming? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm on YouTube. I have a tarot show.
Really? Nice. Tarot cards?
Yeah.
Can we learn about it?
Sure. Maybe after.
Yeah. Oh, you're the show.
If there's any way we can contribute positively, let us know.
Okay, here's my card if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, if we can like be like random people that are in your stream, let us know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're gonna like
Good.
edge out.
All right, sounds good.
A few, we should probably edge out.
Sorry, guys, I got distracted. Come here, Indy. You have listened to Kanye's song Runaway maybe 10 times today. You know, Amanda, maybe that's a synchronicity. What is that song? Give me one of your favorite lines in the song for Lillian. Yeah. Well, Lillian, you should always make time to take care of yourself. And sometimes, I mean, it's one thing to have responsibilities to take care of other people, but sometimes it's healthy to just say no, you know? So, hey, Maria, it's so good to see you. Maria, did you buy your house yet? Your property?
Yeah, seriously. He's so cute.
You disagree with the Polish government? Hey, anyone ever been to Romania? apparently Amanda and I are going camping in the mountains of Romania this summer. The most beautiful forest. Guys, don't mind me. I shaved and my face is kind of dry. Let's get a card for you, Lillian. Yeah, Lillian, I get it. You know, I mean, I'm a single father. It's a lot, you know. I saw a quote that, you know, don't forget to live when you're busy, while you're busy surviving, you know. But Lillian, just remember, you always have the power to make changes in your life if you want to. And, you know, as much as you have on your plate, you're able to do it every day. So the idea of trying something new that could actually make you happy should not scare you. It can't be harder than what you're doing now. Food grade mineral oil. I actually have a mineral oil. Sometimes I get, mineral oil doesn't work for me. Sometimes I get I have weird allergies to it. Who super chatted me? I'm sorry if I missed it. Oh, and guys, I offer private readings if anybody's interested. I offer half-hour readings for $45 and hour readings for $75. And you can just email me. My lovely, beautiful moderator was nice enough to put my email in the chat, and it's pinned at the bottom. And guys, I have this idea in the works. I'm thinking about starting a second show. In the next month, or maybe in the next few months after I move. So stay tuned. Really, I think the only way it's gonna get up and running is if we get enough subscribers to start live streaming pretty quickly. So I would need a lot of you, because I don't know if a lot of you know this, when you start a YouTube channel, before you can start live streaming, you need I think 2,000 watch hours, which is, believe it or not, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when the average YouTube viewer has about a fucking attention span of a goldfish, which is 10 seconds, so. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's not a tarot show. Okay, Chen. Thanks for the super chat. And yeah, guys, please feel free to donate to my free show, so. Oh, thanks, Amy. That's really sweet of you. You want to come on my podcast show? Yeah. Yeah, guys, I haven't been able to do it in a while, but, you know, when I started this show, it was and is a live caller show where I take live callers when I call in the show for readings and to talk about stuff. So if you watch some of my older live streams that are not horizontal format, you can watch some of them. They're really good. We had so many. I guess the upside of YouTube and putting myself in front of the world is there is never a shortage of absolutely fucking crazy stories that people have. So I mean, we had some really great, really great guests. And it's on my live show. They were obviously knew that they were consenting to be live on the show. I think we had one person who opened up and told us that she worked at a suicide hotline and started to have like an emotional affair with somebody who called in the suicide hotline, and she wanted to go meet him. Talk about a red flag. Actually, you know, like the second week I ever started my live caller show, we actually had this really sweet kid. He was like 16 or 17 years old, and he still comes on occasionally. He actually like came out for the first time on my show. So, love you, Hersan. Oh, you're welcome, Lillian. Lillian, just keep going, okay? But you gotta find something that you love. You know, trust me, I know what it feels like to be burned out. I mean, fuck. I got there this week. That's why I haven't really been streaming. So, I get it. But, you know, for me, I tend to get depressed when I don't have things to look forward to or goals. So, don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid to like, to know what you want and like reach out and fucking grab it, you know? I think like an uncomfortable truth that I think a lot of us don't like to admit to ourselves is that we're often just too afraid to really be happy, you know? I think a lot of us are more comfortable being unhappy in our current situation or environment or relationship than actually taking a chance and fucking doing something about it, you know? And that's, to me, fuck, that's the saddest thing in the world. I'll never be like that again. I used to be. I mean, as objective and like grounded as I try to be in my decision making, I'll tell you guys, all of my life choices come almost entirely through a lot of blind faith in my intuition and what I feel, truly. I mean, I left my job to do this show for free a year ago. I fucked around and I fell in love, and I decided to move very far away. You know, sometimes you just gotta trust what feels right. So, because I'll tell you, there's a lot more to life than fucking waking up and go to a job you hate. And there's a lot more to life than money and buying shit. So, and I'm relearning that karmic lesson right now. So, wow, I missed a ton of comments, sorry. You can tell by my jaw movement, I actually had a swollen, I'm not on drugs, by the way. I actually had a bad reaction to benzocaine, and I had to go to the hospital this week, and I got an infection in my whole jaw and my throat, so. Okay. Well, I guess you're a bad judge of character, Jace. The pupils are a dead giveaway? Okay. Alright, let's pull some cards for my super chat. What's my pronouns? Dog. Horse. Yeah, you know, Jace, if you want, after I'm done with this reading, I'd be happy to pee in a cup for you. Alright. Okay, Chan's, you still here? Thanks for putting up with my ADHD. I will tell you guys, I am paying the price now. For a lot of my choices in my 20s, because when I got a CAT scan this week, apparently part of my sinuses has calcified, so. Okay, Chans, are you still here? Okay. Yeah, I used to do a lot of drugs in my 20s. I don't mind telling people about it. I mean, I'm 37 now. I'm a dad, so I definitely filled my quota. I'm sorry, Chan's Juicy. You do. It was part of my journey, so. Okay. Hey, Mel, nice to meet you. All right, Chens, let's pull some cards. Hey, Shay, great to see you. I actually, you know what? Give me 1 second. I actually really need to get a tissue to blow my nose because I'm a little stuffy. And Chans, we're gonna pull some cards for you. Thanks for the super chat. 1 second. Okay. All right. Wow, why people must be so bored. They just come on YouTube and like talk shit to strangers. It's unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna shuffle. Chen, anything in particular that you want me to pull cards on? Actually, you know what? I want to take a little poll while I'm shuffling. For all the ladies watching right now, all the women watching, do any of you find it attractive at all in a man who spends his time on YouTube talking shit to people? Does anybody find that attractive? Is that like an attractive quality in an adult? All right. That's not a green flag, Darby. You know, unfortunately, Glitter Red, I wish they were, but my experience is a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are adults. Like, actually, my last show, and you guys are welcome to check it out. Occasionally it happens. It's why I like to be patient. Somebody who is trolling on my show actually circled back around and apologized. And ended up like opening up. And he was like a 35-year-old guy who was really depressed with 5 kids. So I do try to be patient for people, but. All right. Oh, Maria, thank you. You're so sweet, Maria. Maria, we had such a good private reading. Guys, my friend Maria, she told me the crazy, I hope you don't mind me saying this, she had the most insane near-death experience. She actually, like, legally died, I think, in the hospital. It was amazing when I did a private reading with her. We have a lot in common. You've never seen people pull cards in public? Hey, Post. Indy's a Great Pyrenees. All right, Chans. Okay. Okay. Hey, stay. Hey, stay. Sorry, it's dogs. No. Come here. Stay. Funny you should say that about distractions. Where does that happen? Okay. Well, I prefer to stream around people. I like when I have 1,000 different energies being thrown at me at once. I think it's part of my weird neurodivergent thing. So, okay, Chen, let's see what you need to know right now. Do you want me to take that? Okay. You know, I don't usually get reversals, but I feel like I need to take this one for some reason. All right. Chan's first card, 3 of Wands reversed. I usually don't take reversals. Yeah, I know. I'm so stuffy today, Jess. Sorry. Chans, I feel like you're not really seeing something clearly. 3 of Wands upright is about making a choice. The 2 of Wands is about making choices. 3 of Wands comes after the choice is made, and it's about looking forward to the future. It's about being future focused, not focused on what's behind you. You could see in the original artwork and in this deck, this guy's looking out over the ocean, kind of in expectation for travel, waiting for his ships to come in. Reverse. This can talk about you, one, being stuck in the past, or unwilling to make decisions that could move you forward in life. And with the King of Swords, I think this speaks to you needing to make more like left-brained, like grounded, objective, like head over heart choices when it comes to certain things. Like almost leaving the emotion out of it. So what's it about? Chance. Who are you waiting on? What is the attachment? This is about you stuck on someone. Or something unhealthy, clearly. It could be a person. Somebody who doesn't bring you stability. And I feel like you know a choice you have to make. You keep weighing it out, like going back and forth. But, I mean, if I saw this upright and then the Fool came out, that would be positive. It's about moving forward.
I agree. That's got to be bad because I see it on myself and I'm like, no.
So, what's going on here? Hey, shitty Shizo memes, do I look like I yell at people for not respecting my pronouns? Well, I can't see you physically, but you definitely look like a very lonely person who spends way too much time in his sweatpants. You're sad about the past. Okay. You know what? Rather than be sad, ask yourself what you've learned, okay? You can't change the past. You have to accept it and move on, okay? Because to me, it feels not so much like you're sad, but you're unwilling to let it go and learn from it. Listen, we make mistakes for a reason. We have bad experiences for a reason. Yeah, the dead past. Listen, Chans, this is your confirmation, okay? This is the universe telling you what's holding you back. Be fucking bold. Move forward, okay? I mean, I had a lot of, we all have. I mean, guys, like a year ago, my fucking best friend, one of my dogs, Uma, she was a year old.
Oh, that's weird.
She died in my arms. We both got hit by a car and I somehow survived. It was horrible. It took me a really long time to forgive myself for having that happen or being there when it happened. You gotta move forward and forgive yourself for your mistakes and for things that you put yourself through, okay? Because sitting around and brooding, which I do love to do, I love to brood, that doesn't help us move forward. What is it gaining you? Guys, it takes a lot more energy to be fucking sad than to be happy. So, Amanda, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You're trying so hard to just work on your jewelry, and you're having to work like overtime hours right now. Amanda, don't worry about timing people out. You're off duty, all right? I appreciate you. I know all you want to do is sit quietly and make jewelry. Don't worry about the trolls, okay? We love you. Don't worry about it, all right? I have the power to hide them too, so. Yeah, you're good. You do your thing, all right? Chance, just let it go. Yeah, okay, Marty, come on. It's your first day on the job. You're already slack. I'm just kidding, Marty. And Marty, we're happy to have you as a moderator. I almost feel bad that I didn't make you one sooner. Truthfully, it's because I don't really some channels have a disproportionate amount of moderators to watchers. I don't need 30 fucking moderators, but you've earned it. And truthfully, you were so helpful when Amanda and our other friends, our Scandinavian Death Squad, started our Discord. Oh, guys, I have a Discord too. Please check it out. It's really great. We just started it recently. Some of my friends were nice enough to help me get it up and running. So, you also get notifications when I stream, and it's really great. There's just we have a sub channel for questions about tarot. Like if you pull cards, we have a sub channel about dogs. So thank you so much, Marty. Yeah. Wow, God bless Trump. So he's so lucky to have you championing him in the name of God. Hey, Space Hippie Girl, thanks for the super chat. Space hippie girl, hang tight. I have one more person to do in front of you. Maria, you're welcome. Chans, just remember, listen, and we love you here. I love seeing you periodically. We're not lucky enough to see you every day, which is a good thing. But listen, just remember, feel the things you need to. It's okay to feel sad. Don't let your pain control you. And just remember, and I know you'll appreciate the sentiment, Chans, because I've known you for a while. Just remember, this doesn't do shit for anybody. When you get the messages you need and you reject them and you don't do anything, the universe hates that. You know, that's for everybody. Don't ask for a reading, and I'm not talking about with me. Like, if you ask for messages from the gods or whatever you want to call it through tarot that are meant for just you, and you get them, that's how you piss off the universe. When they know you're self-aware and you know what you have to do and you choose to not do anything, that's when like weird fucked up delays and blockages start happening. So, and Maria, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, Maria, what did you want to know about Space hippie girl? Marty, just because I know you have a much better memory than I do, can you just make a mental note for me that Space hippie girl left a super chat and is up next after Maria? April's energy, just generally for everybody, that could be cool. I wonder who was the first person to coin ignorance is bliss, because it's really a true statement, huh? Okay, for yourself. Thanks, Marty. I love when I get like fleeting, when I hear like fleeting parts of strangers' conversations. I actually started this weird thing last summer where I would sit outside at this coffee shop in Hudson on this really busy street with Indy, and I would just sit and I would just jot down like the one sentence, or like when people would walk by, whatever I would hear in that like fleeting 1 second walk by, I would write it down. It's amazing, some of the things I heard. I actually have them written down. Maybe I'll share some of them with you guys. Okay. Oof. You know, Maria, I think I'm gonna use a different deck for you. What game am I playing? Coats McOats. The most dangerous game of all, my friend. Hey Bob, have I done psychedelics like mushrooms or DMT? Hold that thought. Ooh, hey Amanda, are you watching? You don't have to say anything. Look what I just found in my backpack. Okay, Maria, I'm gonna shuffle. So I just wanted to use my traditional Rider-Waite deck for you. I've done, not recently, but I mean, I'm 37. I've done a lot of, I've tried mushrooms quite a few times. I mean, I guess I'm underselling you guys on that. I've never done DMT. I've read quite a bit about it. I'm curious. You know, I think hallucinogens like that are, to me, they don't seem very recreational. Like, they seem more purposeful. So, I know a lot of people with PTSD from combat have talked about mushrooms being like extremely positive when it comes to their PTSD. But I mean, they're intense for sure. I've had quite the experiences on them. I mean, I will say, I mean, obviously I think there needs to be, I guess, more research, but I mean, I think there's enough to suggest that that everybody should kind of stop putting like the stigma around things like DMT and ayahuasca and mushrooms, like it's like heroin or meth, you know. I think there's legitimately at least some path to suggest that there may be like I guess more positive outcomes for allowing people to try that legally than just shoving like pharmaceuticals in their mouth, you know, because I know a lot of the stuff that psychiatrists give you don't actually help you work through stuff. They're like band-aids, they're like masks to make you not feel things. You know, they don't actually help you work through a lot of that stuff. And I know that mushrooms and like hallucinogens can, because it opens up a part of your brain that you didn't know exists. So why does everybody keep commenting on my pupils? Are my pupils... Are they not normal? I mean, I have weird eyes. They like change colors, so. Am I homeless? Not yet. What about you? Okay, Maria. And Maria, it's so good to see you. Maria, how's your son doing, by the way? Maria, you're in San Diego, right? Hey, Allison. Are you in New York City, by the way? New York City, New York City? Okay. Maria. Yes, okay, San Diego. Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, I live in the Hudson Valley area of New York. I used to live in San Diego a million years ago. So. All right, tell me for April. Maria, Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. That's interesting. Let's get a little bit more. What's this about? What is the theme for what this is all about, please? Ten of Cups. Okay. One more.
I gotta go to you guys. Do you want to put all this one? Yeah. I don't know.
Maria, this is heavy.
Wait, where are you?
10 of Cups, 9 of Swords.
How did you get all this stuff from your pocket?
Maria, didn't I like... Okay. Did I or did I not mention at one point in our private reading a couple months ago that the guy you met might have a horse or like long hair or something and might be younger than you? Didn't I mention that? It's okay. No apology necessary. What else you got?
That's it?
All right, it was good. It was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did. Okay, he's showing up again. He's showing up again. Page of Swords was clarified by the 6 of Cups. And then I got the horse and the 9 of Cups. This feels like you meeting somebody. You remember I said it might be through your work? Somebody... This could be a card of somebody watching, learning. At first, I was worried this might be somebody from your past, but it just isn't. It just isn't. There's no way. It doesn't feel like that. This is interesting. Now, again, Maria, you know, you know more than most people. Guys, time is so fucking weird in tarot. Time is not, linear. Things happen in cycles. I'm sure occasionally it happens, but, it's why when you see, like, what's going to happen in the next 48 hours, like those kind of bullshit readings, they never happen for you. It's, time is so subjective. So this doesn't have to be April. And again, as you know, all tarot does is show us one timeline of the millions available to us through our free will. In my opinion, it shows us the better ones that are not as easy to get on. But this is something that you have been waiting on and have intuitively been feeling. I don't know if you've been feeling something coming. What is this? The thing is with the 10 of Cups, this can be personal and with family. It doesn't have to be relationship. How does she get on this timeline? Maria, can I yell at you a little bit? I'm not going to yell at you too much, but you heard what I just asked. Have you been procrastinating? Have you been procrastinating? And you don't have to answer this question. I actually don't want you to. It's more of a reflection question. But I'm gonna be like your older brother, even though I think you're like a couple years older than me. What I want you to ask yourself, what you've actually moved forward on in a meaningful way from when we had our reading a couple months ago. Things that I know are important to you. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? Because I know that there's things that you really were working towards and that you were really excited about. I want you to ask yourself if you're actually taking meaningful action on it, because I asked what's blocking this timeline. And it's quite literally you, I think. This can be a card of like apathy or like maybe rejecting things coming in. To me, it could also be like you being self-aware of what you know you want or want to do, and kind of like just not really ready to take it yet. You're ready, straight up, okay? You're ready, whatever that is, and it might be something big. Yep, Maria, it is. I mean, I guess it would make sense that this came out all again. You know what it is. It's moving. If that's something you still want, I would imagine it is, from what I'm seeing. It's moving. Or starting that process of exploring it more. You're still waiting on the British accent? Can you see my hand tattoo? Hey, Sukun. It's actually my daughter's initials. You have a meeting next week with a realtor? It's great. It's the precursor to all this stuff happening for you. But you're ready, okay? Okay. Who's the fire sign, Maria? Which one of your kids? Holy shit. Look at all this fiery energy. Maria, this is it for you. Your daughter, right? You're ready for this new. Talk about blind faith. And with the Empress, that's like the most abundant card in the deck for creation. It's beautiful. Amanda, you look so cute with this crown on. Kind of looks like the Empress is wearing like a Snuggie, doesn't it? I know that's probably sacrilegious to say, but it's all waiting for you here, so. I also want to tell you that if this isn't about your, because I don't really think this is about your daughter, Maria, this is action, energy. This is like a resounding call to take inspired action, to create, be in alignment with your choices, and take action, all right? Guys, this is actually my favorite King Court card of all of them. It's actually the one I identify with the most, or I feel the most connected to, and it always shows up for me. You know, I personally think that there's a masculine, feminine archetype court card that best represent us and our highest self. The King of Wands is a lot more like nuanced than the other kings. He's obtained mastery of the energetic realm, you know, where the King of Swords has mastered his thoughts, King of Pentacles has mastered his like physical domain. Mastering the energetic realm is fucking amazing. It's like, he's just such an interesting king. You know, he's not really driven by conventional things. Like, he's not driven by money. He's the only king where what he's doing in his life, like his life purpose, what he does for work, has to be in alignment with his life purpose. Like, the King of Wands doesn't get a job in finance because it makes money. He needs something that speaks to something greater. He also is at his best when he's like galvanizing other people around a cause. You know, alignment energetically, and this is going to be probably the most spiritual thing you guys hear me say, but which, as you guys know, I hate doing. But it's true, and it's something that speaks to me, and I hope you guys can understand this principle no matter who you are, where you are in your life. Because everybody, I mean, every reader uses the word alignment, and it kind of has just turned into like a $7 word that no one really knows what the fuck it means. To me, it's when you know what you want. Intuitively, it feels right to you. It feels right. You don't have to tell yourself it's right. It feels right. Like a choice to move somewhere. To pursue something. It feels right. Therefore, you're doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it for superficial reasons. You're not doing it because you want to get rich. You're not doing it because your parents want you to do it or because your friends tell you you should be doing it. You're doing it for pure, like, true intentions. You commit to it, and you make sure that your thoughts stay in constant alignment with that vision. You reject any other timeline that exists. Like, for instance, pursuing something that you truly are passionate about and rejecting any idea that it won't go the way that you don't want. And then the third part, which is the part that nobody can seem to fucking get right, and it's hard, is taking the action behind that. That's also how you manifest, in my opinion. It's one of the easiest ways. But those three things, taking the action in a real genuine way, and it's not going to be easy, towards something that you feel is right, and knowing and believing it's going to happen. I mean, fuck, money is like a byproduct of mastering the energetic realm, you know? So anyway, Maria, action time, fool energy, just take a leap. You're not gonna have all the answers. You know you're not gonna have all the answers. Sometimes you have to just go with what feels right, even financially, too, okay? Don't wait around for something better. You know, if you get an offer on your house that makes you comfortable, take it, you know, trust in it. No more delays, self-imposed delays. So good reading, and thank you for that super chat. Good message. Sorry guys, I think I was waxing a little poetic back there. I apologize. Hey, Rose. Rose, it is great to meet you, Rose, if you're new. I'm actually about to do one reading next for a super chat donation. I do prioritize all my super chats, just as a thank you. So, but if I have time, I'll absolutely get to you. I'd be happy to. And if you want to leave a super chat, we'll definitely put you next in the queue. And yeah, guys, please feel free to donate to my free show. You guys keep it going, so, with your generosity. Okay, thanks, Marty. Space Hippie Girl. Are you still here? Maria, good reading. And tell me when you meet that young buck with a ponytail. I usually think ponytails are red flags on guys, especially if they have yoga pants. But oh, thank you so much, Rose. That was so generous of you. Thank you so much. Is that your actual name, Rose? That's actually my grandma's name. My tiny, tiny little pocket-sized Italian grandma who passed away a long time ago. You'll invite me to the wedding? I can't wait. Make sure you give me a +1 so Amanda can come. You know what? I would love to be invited to some of these weddings. that I feel like I can take a little bit of credit for. Middle name? Cool. Okay, Space Hippie Girl, thanks for your patience. Space Hippie Girl, where are you chatting with us from, by the way? I think I'm gonna use this deck again. Good messages. And what's on your mind? I think I recalled you saying that you met somebody. Virginia. Oh, cool. I'm in New York. I actually used to live in the South. I lived in North Carolina and Georgia, but I've been to Virginia a bunch of times. So, okay, what did I recall you saying? You met, you met somebody and you're unsure about them? Can you tell us more? Wait, what did you say? Oh, that's so sweet of you. I could do Rose first? Aw. Wow, that was really nice of you. That was really nice of you. Rose, are you still here? Space Hippie Girl was nice enough to let you cut her on the grocery store line, so. I think somebody asked where in New York. I live in the Hudson Valley area of New York. My super chats. Hey, Gianna. Gianna, you might just have to adjust your Apple Pay because it's working for everybody else, so. But you can also Cash App me. I have my Cash App and Venmo in my in my video description. So, and guys, my email is pinned. Amanda posted it. If anybody would like a private reading, we can get a lot done on a one-on-one video chat private reading. I offer private readings for $45 for half hour, and you get me for a full hour for $75. So I try not to charge people too much. Yo. Damn, it's cold in here. It's always cold. You guys shut off the fireplace, huh?
Yeah, so the glass on the fireplace broke.
Oh, Zach, do you want to say hi? You guys want to say hi to my friend Zach? Zach's actually going to help me move furniture out of my house.
What I
It's
volunteer
my
for.
friend Zach.
Hi, y'all. What do you call your fans? Do they have
White Dog Army?
The Dog Army?
White Dog Army?
White Dog Army.
Yeah.
Hey, White Dog Army.
We did a private reading, right?
Yes.
It was good, right?
It was very good. I think about it often. I'm reminded of Stefan's wise words. Look at Indy.
Okay. Okay, Rose. Rose, where did you say you live? And it's great to meet you. Thanks for finding my weird show, Rose. I still don't understand how people find this show. I really don't know much about YouTube. So, I'm at this place called Back Bar, Philosopher. You live in Phoenix. Okay, cool. I've been to Phoenix. You're in California right now? Right on. Yeah, I used to live in San Diego. I don't know how close you are. What's on your mind, Rose? Anything in particular? What's going on? Hey, Char. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on? I know you're new here, and nobody really signs up for me. But Yeah, if you can just share maybe like a sentence or two, or as much as you want. And I like specifics about what's going on, what's on your mind. You know, that always helps. Context is always very important. You're struggling with alcohol abuse. Okay. You said your husband made you leave the house. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Rose. That's really tough. Damn. Well, first off, you know, I want to tell you this, and I'm not trying to like placate you. Come here, Indy. Come here. Whatever this is worth to you, and I'm not trying to just say something cheap, you should really be proud of yourself. And I'm proud of you too, as somebody who used to do a lot of drugs. I never really had I would never say that I got to a point where like, I was like a step away from like needing treatment or anything, but it takes a lot of fucking courage and strength just to acknowledge that you're struggling with it. Internally, a lot of people aren't even brave enough to tell themselves the truth without even speaking it out loud to other people, you know? And the fact that you're coming here and saying it, you should really be proud of yourself. That's like really, I think probably the most difficult part that most people don't even get to is acknowledgement that like, hey, this is really fucking up my life, or like, this is not making my life better. So, come here, buddy. You wanna say hi? Come here. Okay. So, Rose, do you feel like you have a support system like, so you're living in California, I take it, at your parents, because your husband felt like he had to separate from you? Do you mind if I ask how, and just remember, nobody knows you here, okay? Like, you know, I think part of my vision was that we could all just really speak like uncomfortable truths in a place without being judged. Kind of anonymously, because no one knows you here. Just remember that. And I will always be honest at my own peril about myself. Okay. Listen, don't be disappointed in yourself, okay? Because I do know what that feels like. I can't tell you how many moments still. Like, I mean, I'm 37. I'm a father, a full-time father, single dad. I still look back at like just a couple of moments that linger in my mind from like when I was, I don't know, my mid-20s, and I was doing a lot of drugs that still make me cringe, like how I felt and things that I did in that moment. Don't be disappointed, okay? One of the hardest things I think we are conditioned to, I think, put ourselves through is like hold ourselves under judgment over and over and over and over again for the same like mistakes. You don't have to punish yourself over and over and over again, you know? And listen, obviously I'm not a drug counselor, and I'm not a therapist. I do like to, you know, actually I should say Amanda and I, we do like to play armchair psychologist on this show, but, so with that said, I always try and be extremely like thoughtful and careful about what I share. I guess when it comes to like advice, because this is, you know, you like many people come here like really in need of help, and I I actually want to be held accountable for what I tell people. I actually care about what I share and say to people, unlike I think a lot of the readers. So, Rose, what right now would you say, just broadly, is what's your hope for what you want moving forward? And please don't overthink it. Is your hope to go back to your husband? Does he need to, where are you at with this whole thing? Because that's really important that you know what you're looking for out of this. And it's great to have somebody who loves you be like, let's call it inertia in helping you move forward with combating some of this stuff. It can't be the only reason though. You know? You can't be doing it just for him. If he's a big part of it, I think that's beautiful. The things we do for love, you know? I mean, somebody who really loves you, without even trying, they bring out the best in you. I mean, my girlfriend does that for me, you know? Without ever asking anything of me, you know? So, your hope is to be sober and happy. Okay, I'd like to go back to my husband, but that's because we run a business together. He's abusive. I don't know. What a question. Okay, that's a lot to unpack. All right, Rose. It's never simple, right? It's never simple. And I know I can't possibly understand the depths of what your life is like and what you're going through a couple quick interactions through chat. Let me just be clear about this. Without you telling me anything else, if that's the truth, if he's actually abusive, no. I'm telling you right now, do not fucking go back there. I don't even need tarot for that, okay? Is it physical abuse, emotional abuse? Because I'll tell you right now, that's not good for your sobriety. That's actually you're asking for, that's a recipe for relapse. Okay, straight up. I don't care if you run a business together. That's not a reason. We need to stop creating fake, superficial bullshit reasons why we should be sticking around somewhere with someone. Okay? Okay. This is heavy. Rose, I'm gonna pull some cards for advice, or just to see what comes out. Again, I don't want to overstep on what you should be doing in your relationship because I have no idea. Truthfully, if I spoke with you on the phone, off air, I feel like I might be able to help a little bit more. But if he's not physically abusing you, I don't know what's going on in the relationship. It sounds like you guys have some struggles, and if he's struggling with your I guess alcohol problem, I don't know, I don't know if the way he's treating you is because of that or if it's independent. So I maybe I should withhold what I have to say about that. But listen, the first thing I would tell you to do that I think is just common sense, and I would never make this the assumption that it would work for you, because I don't think it works for everybody. And my personal beliefs on it, I'm leaving out of this. My opinions. Have you considered AA? Because I know it works for a lot of people. and it's at least a place to have support. And I'm maybe suggesting that, again, like independent of my own personal beliefs on AA, I guess what it stands for, but hey, chaos. Okay, have you gone yet? Because there's a bazillion meeting places. And sometimes it's not so much about the meeting. Sometimes it's just about maybe you going to like a couple different ones and meeting somebody that you connect with that is a support system. To me, that's more what it's about, because I mean, personally, I don't know. I don't really subscribe to the whole like step program that they have. Clearly it works for a lot of people whose lives are like totally in the fucking toilet. But okay, try it out. All right? And just remember why you're doing it. Alcohol addiction's no fucking joke. There's like a real dependence to it, but you know, Rose, what helped me, until honestly, I don't even really like the idea of doing like drugs like I used to. It doesn't even appeal to me, like that feeling, that urge left. And I know that some people are never able to get rid of it. Try it and think about if, I don't know, this might not help. It helped me. If you're thinking about drinking again, I want you to go back to, let's say in the last year, like the worst fucking moment that you had while you were drunk. Like, I want you to think about the way you felt. Like, I want you to reflect on maybe the worst, shittiest moment, even if it makes you like kind of crawl in your skin a little bit, to think about whatever it was. You know, sometimes for me, when I would do that, it would help me kind of snap back and be like, why the fuck would I ever want to put myself in that position again? Yeah. Well, it doesn't always get better with time, Christine. We hope it does. It depends. Some people... Oh, are you leaving?
Yeah. It's good seeing you. I'll see you later. Yes, for sure.
Hey, I have so much furniture that you can...
Yeah, you just text me.
Okay,
Just text me.
cool.
I'll come over one day and help you to check it out. See you later.
Later, man. I mean, it's imperfect advice, Rose. You know, guys, I don't have all the answers. You know, I've just made a lot of mistakes in my life, and all I can ever do is share my own perspectives based on the things that I've gone through, with the hope that it can help somebody. You know, I mean, I think something I've acknowledged on this journey since I almost died was I am acutely aware that, I mean, I'm definitely built different than a lot of people. You know, I have weird, I don't know what to call it. Let's just say intuitive, to make it short, things I can do that I can't explain. And I'm also aware that I was able to face a lot of this stuff within myself, and see a lot of my problems, absent of any help, you know, and that took, it was brutal. It took me fighting a lot of my conditioning to be around certain people, to like handle certain situations a certain way. And I spent a lot of time alone. But I was able to, I think, learn what I needed to through a lot of the lessons. And, you know, in starting this show, one of the many reasons was because I remember what it felt like to have to go through a lot of that stuff alone. And I guess in hindsight, what it would have meant to me to fucking have anybody in some of those worst moments to talk to. And there's so many. I mean, we see people on this show every day, and a lot of them are the trolls who just cry out for help differently. You know, there's so many people out there who don't have anybody and don't have health insurance to go to a therapist. And a lot of people aren't even comfortable talking to a therapist. And also, you know, my observation, and I'm not trying to paint a broad brushstroke, certainly some of them, how the fuck are you supposed to talk to somebody about drugs and alcohol who's never even fucking had, like, who's never gone through that, you know, who's never had to deal with that? To me, I don't care how much you read. Like, I don't care how many PhDs you have. If you never struggled with an addiction, I can't really respect your advice. Now, a lot of the people or counselors have, but, you know, my point is, I guess in short, I just, you know, one of the main reasons, or one of the big reasons I started the show was this off chance that I could maybe help somebody in some small way who needs it. Because I think a lot of times when, I mean, fuck, a lot of people who are really at their lowest and worst and don't have anybody, that's when you start making mistakes you can't ever take back. Like people who decide to take their life or take someone else's life, and all it maybe would have taken is like one person to give a shit in that one moment. So Rose, figure out what it is you're fighting for and just be brave. Go after it, okay? You know, I also, you know, Amanda, are you still here, by the way? I'm not sure if she is. You know, one thing that her and I were talking about that I identified about myself is I tended to, and it's kind of sad but true, I tended to fall back on doing a lot of drugs often or drinking because I was bored. And boredom, I think, comes from not feeling like you're excited. There's anything in your life exciting. Hi, Amanda. You know, it's important to find things that you care about. Anything. But, you know, I guess utilize what you can. See if AA works, you know? And I will say, and I don't want to go too much on about this because I guys, it's not lost on me that I have like some unique perspectives, personal beliefs, and I don't expect everybody to agree with me, and I also don't need everybody to or want everybody to, but like the whole thing with AA about like you have to surrender to this higher power, about really that it's out of your hands, like your addiction is out of your hands. That aspect I will never fucking co-sign, because I will never acknowledge that like a thing, like a substance, like has, like I'm never gonna fucking bend the knee, I guess as they say. Like I am not stronger than that, where I have to just give myself over to something else and admit, fuck that. We have free will. Rose, you're way fucking stronger than that. Even though the shadow will creep up and you might make mistakes still, okay? I hope you don't, but I fucking reject that idea that that we're not stronger than like an addiction. It just takes a lot of fucking discipline and willpower, you know? And if you feel like you're not having solutions, like, or it's not working, I don't know, do something extreme. Go get all your money together and, I don't know, go get a one-way plane ticket to Nepal. Go live somewhere remote, you know? Skydive. Yeah. You know, it's weird, guys. Isolation, I feel like it's such like a strange concept, because I really do believe that, like, when we force ourselves to be alone, like really alone, not in like a toxic way, like in a self-reflective way, it's really for me at least, was the only way that I actually was able to see things clearer and like, I guess, go through like lots of tiny little micro ego deaths about myself. And I think that there's something really beautiful to really being alone, like isolating, to go through pain and stuff. And I think it's so necessary. But, you know, at the same time, it's sad. Because I don't think, I mean, personally, I don't think life can ever really be fully enjoyed alone. You know? I think about that a lot. And I know I said that to my amazing favorite person, my girlfriend, recently, you know, like, I mean, guys, I've lived all over the world, like all over the world, and I've traveled all over the world, and, you know, even like the most beautiful places in the world, absolutely magical places, I mean, it doesn't feel the same being by yourself. It's something that I actually kind of realized, you know? I think there's that thing called object permanence. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that before. Oh, sorry, man. Is he bothering you? Indy just like leeches onto like people. Anyway, what I was saying. Okay, this is my case. This is my supporting evidence to that theory. So every time I've traveled somewhere like truly magical, like, come here. Something that would qualify as like a vacation for most people. You know, one thing that I started doing, when you talk to certain people who have lived in that place their entire life,
Yeah, were you part of the event? Yeah. Okay.
a lot of them don't even like it there. It's like it's the object permanence theory. You stop seeing all the beauty. I mean, I remember going down to like the most pristine, beautiful, like beach town in the South. Like, it was absolutely spectacular. And I talked to so many people who were born there, have lived there their whole life. And to them, they didn't even like it. They don't even see the water anymore, you know? So, so find yourself alone, and then find someone else that you can share that life with. And also, Rose, I'm gonna end on this little, I'm gonna bow tie it with this. I read this book called Scar Tissue. I think I've said this before. And it's a biography about Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's like a 90s band. And his life is like almost a fictional movie. It's so crazy, but he struggled his whole life with drugs. In the last page of the book, he said something along the lines of, you know, when you have like wrestled with addiction your whole life and you're sober and you have so much money and free time, you know, how do you stay sober, right? When it's not about money. He's like, you know, he's like, the only thing that really keeps me sober now is when I look at my dog, I remember that he's never seen me high. So, is that an Aussie chaos? Yes, it's an Australian Shepherd on his 5th cycle of anabolic steroids. I'm just kidding. He would be I don't think there's an 130-pound Australian Shepherd. He's a Great Pyrenees. Here, I'll show you. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Hi. Okay. That's Indy. Damn, this got heavy. You know, guys, I quite literally never know what I'm in for every time I hit go live on this show. Always interesting. So, anyway, Rose, we're here for you, all right? And we're happy to have you. And, Michelle, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Guys, Michelle was one of my first subscribers. Michelle, great to see you. Rose, if you'd like, if you ever do want to set up a private reading, you know, I'm happy to make time for you. So you can just email me. You know, guys, we can always get a lot more done when I have you on FaceTime video off air. So it's your birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. Rose, you got this. And maybe some time away from your husband's a good thing if you're not happy there. Because I'll tell you, I used to do one of the many things that kept me in like a cycle of drugs was being in a shitty relationship where I didn't even like the person or I wasn't even happy. So, you're in the hospital? Why? You're an Aries, wow. Amanda's an Aries too.
Yeah, I've got lifted English breakfast, raspberry herbal.
Rose, get yourself feeling like emotionally grounded. Figure out what you want. And don't tell yourself that it's something you can't have, all right? Oh my God, holy shit, Michelle. You cut your finger and you got an infection in your hand and your arm? Oh my God, that's crazy. Good thing this isn't the Civil War. They would have taken your fucking arm off.
Cool. You got a samosa shot salad kind of, chops and samosas, veggies, chutney, yogurt, a butter chicken.
You know what I realized? Do you guys ever like watch any historical movies? I feel like it was so easy to be a doctor during the Civil War, like in the 1800s. I feel like they offered three things. Like if you were sick or injured, they either would offer you like a hot towel for your forehead, a cool towel for your forehead, or amputation. Like those are your three choices. Sorry, that was stupid. Michelle, I hope you feel better soon. I was in the hospital too this week. I actually got an infection as well. Okay. Guys, I think I'm gonna take a quick gentleman's five. I'm gonna go have a smoke outside and stretch. And then when we get back, we're gonna do Space Hippie Girl. Hopefully she's still here because she left a super chat. And Rose, thank you again for that super chat donation. That was really generous of you. So, you're still here. Great. I'm glad you didn't get bored. And that was really kind of you to let her go first, so. Angela, there's people in front of you who donated, okay? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna take a quick five. Go stretch. You're so welcome, Rose. And lovely middle name. Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back in a few. Guys, please feel free to follow me on Instagram and check out our Discord. Join our Discord too. Are you guys playing a show? Oh, really? Nice. What kind of music?
Yeah, they do that, but
Yeah?
I've been having a band out here.
Indian?
Yes.
Wow. What time? What time are you playing?
We have a bunch of bands who celebrate his birthday.
Right on. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we have a bunch of people.
Very cool.
Great cover band. Yeah. They nails for babies. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Check.
All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back.
Check.
I got my stretch in. I think they're actually going to be playing soon, so I'm feeling good. Hey, Darby. Rose, you didn't make anything heavy. You're good. I didn't need a break because of you. I usually take a break after like an hour and a half, so that's what this show's for, you know? So... And come on, Rose, I'm a triple water sign. I don't like superficial bullshit. So... no, you know what? I think we're gonna end with you, Space Hippie Girl. But that's really nice of you to offer. You're very thoughtful. Tell me what's going on. Because I do remember your question, but I want you to say it again. Because I actually might suggest to you that you don't need my help at all. Or we don't need tarot for it. But why don't you tell me what's going on while I'm shuffling? Do you want me to move him? Indy just finds people to go, like, lean on. Okay. You said you just started to talk to a Scorpio recently. You can't tell what he wants. Okay. You know, I actually think these are some of the... Space Hippie Girl, these are actually, I think, some of the easiest things to work through. So, you know what is a really easy way to get a better idea of what somebody wants? Asking him, have you met him in person? Because, you know, often I think we want to jump to this to figure out what's going on with somebody, which I've said before is not very reliable often. And I know a lot of people won't tell you that, but it's the truth. Especially if you don't know him well. Have you met him in person yet? This guy? What's his name, by the way? Let me know if you want me to move him. What? Yeah, no. Joe, okay. Have you met? Not yet, and I have, but I feel he wants friends with benefits, not really anything more. Okay. You have met him. Okay. Well, you know what? This is easy. This is easy for you to figure out. And it's also good practice so you can meet the right person. Okay? Because I think often... Come here, Indy. Hey, come here. Come here. Good boy. I think often we fail to do... I know I used to fail to do this constantly. We fail to do this with people. And it's a lesson that a lot of us don't ever learn, or it takes us forever to learn. And it's really the way that we start creating space for like the right person, and we don't get stuck in some fucked up, like confusing situation. I mean, do you like him? Because what I would suggest is when you actually do talk to him in person, not through text, when you talk to him in person, just ask him. You say, listen, you know, this is really what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for this. I assume you don't want friends with benefits, which is probably Well, I don't want to speculate on if that's good or bad, but that you're looking for right now in a connection. Are you looking for something long-term? Are you looking for something casual? Ask him directly. And you know what? You'll get an answer. And if you get a bullshit answer, that's your answer too, because you can tell a lot about someone by how they respond, because a lot of people are not honest, but you always know through body language, through how they respond, through eye contact. So why don't you just ask him? Okay, you know what, Space Hippie Girl? Just from this very brief interaction, I'm gonna assume you don't want something similar. You know why? Because if you did, you wouldn't be here. And I can tell you that never seems to work out great for me. One person always gets hurt when you do friends with benefits, because you're essentially engaging in a semi-long-term connection with just sex. And maybe that's okay if somebody likes one-night stands, but I mean, to me, sex is like an emotional thing. We have to like trust somebody. So why don't you first figure out what you really want and be honest with yourself. And then ask him. But I don't know. I mean, guys, when is a friends with a benefit situation just that's been like long term just ended in a way where just like, I don't know, where you stay friends? Or I will pull a card for you, but you don't need tarot for this, okay? And it's also, guys, it's weird looking into people's energies that you don't know very well, you know, because it can be confusing. But just ask him. And the hard part, well, I don't want to say it's the hard part. The learning part, if you want to make this, let's make this like a bigger than us thing. The higher self part comes from accepting like the answer you get and making the right choice for yourself, and not sticking around when you know it's not right for you or it doesn't align with you. But I gotta tell you, when I started understanding that and like being upfront and open and clear with people and asking questions to actually learn who they are, like not superficial questions, it made meeting the right person a lot easier. Because you'd be surprised how many fucking people don't even know what they want. And I don't know why we have to be so afraid or hesitant to just be clear with people. I actually find it sexy as hell when a woman's confident and like straightforward about what she's looking for, you know? And I got news for you guys. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or partner and you're afraid to ask them tough questions, that means you probably don't feel fucking comfortable with them. And you might not have as good of a relationship or as deep of a relationship as you think. So and why would you want to be with somebody where you're afraid of losing them from being honest? Right? Why would you even want to be with somebody where you feel like honesty is gonna ruin the relationship? That's not your person. So and Space Hippie Girl, I know it can be difficult to meet people. I get that, you know, I think that's another thing that we fall victim to. We like abandon the idea that we can meet the right person, so we start settling out of like fear of being alone. Don't fucking do that. Let's pull a card for you. Okay. It's very clear. I love this deck, by the way. Beautiful artwork. You know what this is about? This is about making important choices for yourself. Emotional choices. And finally, making the conscious choice to walk away from, like, let's call it like emotional frames of thinking that don't serve you anymore. To me, it's about being clear about what you want and walking away from old patterns or ways of doing things like this. And I'm gonna be cheeky, such as maybe an old pattern of keeping yourself guessing what somebody wants and staying there, staying around probably way too long. That's an old pattern. And jumping to, the tarot reader on YouTube to ask about how somebody feels, the new way is understanding that you can find out on your own. And it'll also make him respect you more. It'll make anybody respect you more. To be like, if he tells you, like, you know what, I'm not looking for anything serious, and to be like, you know what, I really appreciate that. Thank you for being honest. That's actually probably, that's not really what I'm looking for. So maybe we could just, like, be friends. Or maybe we can, I don't know. I mean, if you just met this guy and he's just looking for friends with benefits, he's not really looking for a friend. And he's probably not gonna be a real friend to you, but. It's also how you can make sure that the person you're with respects you and takes you seriously. So, one more. Oof. I don't want to take those because they just flew. Okay, maybe I do actually. Good energy. Got it. Okay, Space Hippie Girl. This is what I got for you. This is not my house, Emily, but it's nice to meet you. I'm at a bar. Come here. That is. He's friendly, but he's bothering people. Come here. Indiana just walks around this bar like he's, like, drinking by himself. Okay. This is what I'm gonna tell you, Space Hippie Girl, because you already know what's up with this guy. That's probably your intuition telling you that he doesn't want anything serious. Because if this guy was legit, he would be clear up front about what he wanted, and he would probably show that to you through his actions and his words. So you know already, but just know, if you're patient and you commit to, like, walking away from the wrong way of approaching connections, be patient and know that it's going to come to you what you're looking for. So, come here, Indy, come here. Sorry, he was about to go into the kitchen. Wait, what did you delete, Marty?
Where's yours? No coffee.
Marty, why did you block that?
I'm gonna have,
Did they say something inappropriate?
thank you. Marty might.
But yeah, you know, don't waste your time. Especially, I mean, if you haven't even slept with this guy yet, save yourself the time. But why did you time Marty? Why did you time out Genesis wise? Did I miss something?
Wait, facing this way. Honestly, just need more than one. This way.
And you know what? You know what? I'm actually gonna say this one other thing, Space Hippie Girl. Not everybody is a big texter. Like, I honestly prefer phone calls and like, and as Amanda knows, voice notes. But that's okay if he's not a big texter. But I don't know. Just, I think you have enough. It sounds like from what you told me already, you have enough evidence to suggest that this guy's just not very deep, and is just kind of looking for something shallow. Because it doesn't sound like he's actually wants to get to know you in a real way. You know? It sounds like he just wants somebody to like have a drink with and not take anything seriously. So somebody who's really interested in you will actually want to get to know you. Guys, you know what? I'm like 2 hours in. So I think I'm donezo for the day. Yeah, I'm like 2 hours in. I'm trying to pace myself and not get burned out. So, sorry if I didn't get to some of the other questions. I do try and make sure I get to all my super chats. Sorry, Casey. I'd love to do your question next time. And for everybody who's with me right now, my email is in all my video descriptions and on my channel page, and it's pinned to the bottom of the comments section here. I do have some free time coming up for private readings. If anybody wants one, just email me. I offer half-hour private readings through FaceTime for $45 and hour readings for $75. And tarot lessons. So, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do now. I spent this whole week cleaning my house, and now that it's clean, I have nothing to do. It's kind of nice, actually. I tend to busy myself a lot, so. Oh, thanks, Scoochie and Boo. All right, guys, much love. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow too, so yeah, please feel free to email me if you're interested in a private reading. And it was great to see everybody, and everybody new too. And Space Hippie Girl, let us know how it goes, the conversation. You know what, it might be just good like strength training. So, to try and have the conversation, so.
Check, 1, 2, testing. Charlie,
Okay, guys.
Charlie.
Love you all. Have a great evening wherever you are in the world, or morning. And yeah, I'll see everybody tomorrow.